Hello everyone, welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Last time we left off, we ended continuing off with the title screen, cause I wanted to show everyone what was happening in the thing, and basically we had a little conversation, or someone had a conversation with um Nagito, and supposedly by the name that I'll reveal later, reveal soon. Basically, him and Nagito had a conversation before, the killing school trip began. And, basically, do you like ships, everyone? And aside from that, we entered the Hope Peak Academy building to begin investigating before our graduation exam. Now, obviously, by this point, we heard about a person named Izuru Kamakura who was initially the Ultimate Hope. I guess he was the older one because now we have a newer one. But basically, how it would go is Izuru did something horrifying as an incident, but he felt it was best on talent, while Nagito believes it's this absolute power. It's the absolute power that you have to overcome despair. And honestly, I would believe Nagito more over that person. But supposedly, this is just a guess, but I think the person that Nagito was talking to was Izuru Kamekura, and it's kind of interesting. So yeah, and then we looked at the mangas and we learned about the reserve department and such, and then the tragedy, and now we're likely gonna be going back to something we already learned about. What the fuck? There's another manga just laying around here. This time the title is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one will always be about this incident. Biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Just what was that incident really about? It might turn out to be something lame. I flipped through the pages of the manga and hope I was right. I guess he moved all the bodies. Whoa. Uh, it's Nagito. Story by creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy of Hope's Academy was simply the trigger. At first, the uprising of the Reserve Corps students triggered the tragedy of the Hope's Academy. It was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet, and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. By then, it was too late. The ends and the means that vanished, and wanton destruction became the only go. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak from factions brutally murdered the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear, as if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times when senseless death were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. Feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coup d'etats began occurring around the world. A war raged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. And because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students regress to such a hopeless scenario? No explanation is the existence of a certain organization devoted to a certain student who influenced Hope's Peak Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hope's Peak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they use it for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programs wrote software to spread despair. Powerful and influential created new values and was spread despair. For this, they created tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as the ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. Interesting. Tragedy will never end. Or is that actually the case? My heart was racing in my chest. My body felt ice cold. It wasn't because I was fingers in the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them? Hey, are you seriously yelling at manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this? No, you don't like manga. High school student who doesn't like manga is that I can office lady who doesn't like candy. Enough. What is this messed up manga? I thought you obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but you're not to remember that. Such despair. That's the future generation's fault, though. Thanks to them stealing their school memories. This incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened, and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible. How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real. Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. I see, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. Well, as a headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Do you want to leave or Jabberwock Island or stay here? I mean, I'd stay at Jabberwock Island if you wouldn't torture me and leave me on my own. And, like, I would just do my own things. He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world so he wants us to stay on this island. But there's no way I'm going to do what he wants. So like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Hopefully! Just like now. Perhaps no, that's definitely it. Whether or not this incident really happened. What in the world is this ultimate discovery? They devoted to a certain student who got out of Hope Academy. Section. Are they connected to both the tragedy and tragedy of Hope Academy? Plus, that organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But they know as the ultimate despair, the high school students, right? Well, if they actually were able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called ultimates. Then, are they convinced we were involved and connected to them as well? It's no use, I'm going to freeze to death! I'm a balloon, I need to get out of here! Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. Phew, that was close, I nearly froze to death. So where should I go next? Downstairs! Are you serious? So now I gotta go to 5B? For the... No, I should ignore him. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see him. When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gonna be shitty either way. So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either. Well, we were gonna do it. Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasantly well? You're pleasantly well, right? What are you doing here? Oh, there's another thing I need to tell you in the store. T, I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. High school student doesn't like manga. It's like a Superman who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting really fed up with battling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information we've been waiting for so long for. It's about ultimate despair. Huh? Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days, it's originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, feared person alive. Junko Inoshima, bitch. A high school girl? Lady Junko Inoshima. Junko Inoshima? As for the as the former ultimate despair, she died. She created despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the ultimate despairs. She hates her sister. Ooh, there was one really horrible person in that group. Hold on a second. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl. Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it. That holds true for Lady Junko. Her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who had been imprisoned to neutralize the threat? Then what was their purpose? What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't make any sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they do what they did without any purpose. Oh, just despair. That's all. It was Jinko Inoshima's despair. Huh? For Jinko Inoshima, for Junko Inoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Inoshima as Junko Inoshima. What are you saying? You must have plushie, Hajime. You must have plushie. Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Inoshima is full of so much despair that she is truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair. What the hell? Of her overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right into their minds. And so the ultimate despairs who had been created became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone's else, was dedicated to Junko Inoshima, like believers making offerings to their god, like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Inoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends, and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something they had to do. That there's no way something that crazy is possible. Do you know about the final days of the reserve corps students during the tragedy of Hope Speak Academy? The final days? Junko has the power to change people's value. This is also true of famous people throughout history. Hey, what do you mean final days? What went to the reserve department? They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide. Mass suicide? All 2,357 students? Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded, huh? Is that me? I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair. Junko Inoshima. It doesn't scare me at all. I mean, Junko Inoshima's already dead. Huh? Oh, there she is. Ultimate despair isn't added. You know what's interesting? So you already saw, but my thumbnail for when we were figuring out what she was. Yeah, Junko Inoshima. I made her pitch black, obviously, and revealed her in the next episode afterwards. And then obviously in the episode after that, that was the ending, you know. What's next? I'm surprised. Do you want to hear about the ultimate disguise again? No, I don't really need you to. Even if the term was... Oh, Fuyuhiko. Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Inoshima is really dead? What, you didn't see? There's a book called Manga for Morons Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. A bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that you said about the killing school life? Like the killings we were involved in. There were killings that happened at Hopesby Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her. Yeah, that's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy. For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed school life was Junko Inoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Inoshima is dead. It turns out that school and kill life was the biggest, most awful ever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hopesby Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hopesby Academy, she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently, the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing. The students of Hopesby Academy are rightly known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they're trying to fill everyone who watched it with the progress with despair all at once. That's messed up! But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Inoshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. Then Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter. Junko Inoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? Junko Inoshima is already dead. Are the rest of the ultimate despairs behind this? Well, Mukuro is also dead. Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I could think of. I mean, the killings were involved and resembled that killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but imitation is just that, an imitation. If the students from Hopesby Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. This is really an imitation. Are those surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabberwock Island. Are they broadcasting to somewhere, just like the surveillance cameras during the killing school life? Killing school life. Junko! Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What? Do you have a problem with that? I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it. Oh well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's going to happen if you do that? One step at a time, you're getting closer to clearing my character route. If you want to know about Monokuma, you're not making sense again. Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and inside. I'll raise some flags like crazy. Oh, we're on the 4th floor now. Let's go to the headmaster room. Huh? It changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. What's going on to make this? No, I've already decided I'm not going to be surprised. That's right. There's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Let's go to the headmaster's room. It's not. Oh, the music room's loud. Ah, I remember this place. I immediately got scolded at. This looks like the music room. What the fuck is this? I feel like I can see something strange. Looks like some sort of monument. Why would it be a monument in a music room? And not just that, the mark engraved into the monument is a symbol of the future foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Academy were among the many who established the future foundation. Oh, it's the class. Huh? The future foundation was established by the graduates of Hope's Academy? Aren't they known as Roll in there? This is completely different. Monokuma, you completely made it up. Oh, we are about to see. We're gonna see Makoto, aren't we? But yeah, no. Well, what is this? Words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? The floating letters, the floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information. A person who claims to be a survivor of Hope's Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope's Academy, it's possible they may be tired by the ultimate despair. I believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko Inoshima rallying them. Worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they're survivors of Hope's Academy. We should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins, and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating the murder. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the facility, from the research facility on Rock Island. Preparations have been complete. It seems we can proceed with the experiment phase of the Neo World program. Survivors of Hope's Academy, 15 students. Is that about us? Including Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation. There's definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside Rock Island? The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true. Then the world isn't normal anymore. Maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off than not remembering the memories we lost. Hop! Guys. Guess that's all the clues in this one. Future editions on our side at least. They're founded by the graduates of Hope's Academy, and they took us in to protect us. That's true. Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma, if he's the Future Foundation's enemy, this is your enemy, he deals with despair who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The ones who are carrying out the will, Juko and Nishima, are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. Which is this research facility on Rock Island mentioned in the email. What's that about? The only foundation facility found that was that ancient ruin. There's no way that's the research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other future foundation members here too. Somehow, there are still so many mysteries. Alright. Yeah. Really. Oh, the data center. Oh, is it open? Is it open? No, but the teacher's lounge is open. This is a flower. Oh. It's a little bit different. Yeah, it's different. It feels different from a classroom. It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room has some kind of that stuffy teacher vibe to it. The office, huh? Now you mention it, it does look like that. More importantly, have you seen Miss Sonia? I don't see her anyway. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonia? Keep it up already. What the fuck? What the fuck? There's something written on the blackboard. What's written here? This is subject. Because it's written on the blackboard of other night students. Just below that, our names I've seen before. It's as if there are the names of the students in this, the second game. There are the survivors. Is that Hajime Hinata? Oh, is that Gundam, Nekomaru, Mikan, Sonya? Are we on another one? Are we on another one? Nagito or Chiaki, Kazuichi, Yoko. Whoa, she looks so much different in that photo. There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hyoko Seonji is written there. What's this newspaper? What is this? It says Miss Hiyoko Sianji. This can't mean the same Hiyoko, right? I mean, the Hiyoko we knew. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It's pretty much her defining feature. But the photo in this newspaper, in a way, I can see the resemblance to Hiyoko, but her height and figure is too different from the Hiyoko we knew. What does this mean? This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hyoko's old sister or something? No, it's this Hiyoko Sianji here. Oh, then Hiyoko has an older sister with the same first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name? That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at you yourself. That's not Hiyoko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister? Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything. She doesn't have an older sister. Hiyoko is the Sianji family's only daughter. If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance. That's Hiyoko. Huh? Well, what are you saying? Hiyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt? What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt. Cool. Well, regardless, all the clues I provided are true. They weren't. It wouldn't be fair. What if that Hiyoko Sianji was an imposter? What the heck? This is the truth? This is the truth. Then the Hiyoko in this newspaper. Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how could it be a photo of a grown-up Hiyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist? Could it be related to that list of subjects over there? Huh? It says subjects. Maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did the experiment change Hiyoko's body? What am I saying? Just now loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment? If it's some kind of experiment, I mean that we're also test subjects, right? I mean, our names are also written on the blackboard and then under that list of subjects. But what kind of experiment was it? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? If we don't have anything to do with time travel. That is interesting. Portrait. And I see me over my portraits hanging on the wall. I feel like we've seen it before, but the name etched on the placard says Aizu Hokuji Academy founder Aizuru Kamakura, founder of Hokuji Academy, and this name, Aizuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I was telling you? Damn it, another mystery. Let us in here, like the music room from earlier. Looks like a postage from an email someone. I think it's the same one from earlier. I should read it. We understand the matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue to investigate. We must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants and spare. Even though they have lost Junko and Nishima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy is not ended. Perhaps they're still a leader on par with Junko and Nishima. As long as we do nothing but the remnants of spare, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be completely eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminate? Does this mean this is in order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. Well, I guess that's understandable. The biggest, most awful strategy of any human history is terror sounds. It's pretty much all at war. Remember, despair the ones waging at war. There's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Despair! Okay, does you totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hajime. You should now go on to the next stage. Next stage. Third floor? Third floor. Then we don't go see the... Damn it! Not again! Hallway is different from the last time. I guess when that flag Monokuma mentioned is raised, I moved to a different hallway than when the last. But how can you do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Being about it is just going to waste my energy. So that bomb was made to glitch. Aw. The wall's covered. The hallway's covered. The rec room. Sakura Ogami's death. There's a billiard table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. Such a thing in a room like this actually exists inside school. File. It's a file with Hope's Academy seal on it. It says confidential. That means it's a big secret. It looks like it was just written, like, on Microsoft Paint. Or, like, Microsoft Word. Like those comments then. Why would an important document be here? Or, like, Arial, something. Why am I even asking a question like that? Obviously, anyways, I need to confirm what's inside the spot. About the Hope Convulsion Plan. For many years, Hope Began has conducted rigorous research into various talents. The Hope Cultivation Plan seeks to use the fruits of our labor to ensure our true goal. With our hands, we will birth a true hope that will bring hope to the entire world. Truly, the program is the next innovation in providing the ultimate education. This plan has been the Academy's wish since its foundation, so it may succeed at all costs. It follows a series of detailed instructions and future orders. So technical terms, and I had no idea what any of them meant. However, the word true hope left a strong impression on my mind for some reason. The Hope Cultivation Plan was created for the sake of birthing true hope. The Hopes of the Academy was behind something like that? I don't really get it, but there's something about these words. True hope, huh? This hologram again. What's this one say? It looks like an email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we were unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's before that some are wounded, so it seems that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others. So we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, oh my god, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter. We have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of the future filled with hope. Oh shit. It says that they exceed in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. That means we should be protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? The Future Foundation was protecting us. Why were we forced to kill each other? Well, I guess it's not possible that the Future Foundation set this all up. My Hajime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse! It's your fault. What's this hologram thing anyway? It's exactly what it looks like. The Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a bit of hacking in there, and it was a bit of a bitch! You can even do that? Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents. Oh, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. There's no way that's not important. It's true, I think you should connect to everything that's happening right now. Leave here. Looks like I'm in a different hallway again. I'm pretty much used to it now, but even so. What is this place? What is this space? What am I dreaming or something? I mean, this is totally disconnected from reality. This is the second one. I'm not talking to you. The library. This is where a man named Gaka. All the archives are blocked off. It's supposed to be a library. Monica probably left something here too. Sure, we can find it. Oh, there's something here. I didn't mean to press that. Oh no, but I have it. Okay. This hologram again. Must be another. No, don't press that. It must be another one of the Future Foundation's emails. I should read it. There's another credit. To Future Foundation 14th edition. I'm getting very excited actually, yo. Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep those people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The six of you in the Future Foundation because you agreed with our deals, right? The Future Foundation rescued from the tragedy you survived. Oh, they've been cooperated with recovering your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of the future filled with hope. Well, what does this mean? This email suggests that someone was trying to let the remnants of despair escape. This email is addressed to Makoto Naegi, but he's with the Future Foundation, right? Then why is he trying to protect the remnants of despair? Did he betray the Future Foundation? What the fuck? I don't remember this. Huh? Did I walk into a classroom? I don't really get it, but this looks like the laundry. It's no use for me, but I was in a school. Now I'm suddenly in a laundry room. Oh come on, that's Junko's magazines. Be very, very quiet. This looks like a telecomputer. Looks like the power's on too. Is this the next clue? I picked up the power and immediately started examining it. Neo World Program. Neo World Program? This world, Neo World. I seem to recall hearing it and seen it a few times already. The Neo World Program is another name. Psychotherapeutic Communication Simulator. The Neo World Program is built with the most recent in psychotherapy technology and administrative software. To develop the Neo World Program, individuals such as the Ultimate Programmer, the Ultimate Neurologist, and the Ultimate Therapist, Ultimate Programmer, were among the many talented people whose search results were utilized. By mounting a device to the cranium, the Neo World Program also allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. Additionally, the Neo World Program has another feature. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. However, this device is for psychotherapeutic purposes only. Any other use is expressly forbidden. Though it is highly effective in treating brainwashing, abusing the device takes total personality destruction. Thus, extreme care must be exercised when operating this program. Slowly, everything around me turned black. Synthetic virtual world program. And the emptiness, like everything is being tainted. Feeling of weakness, like the world is collapsing beneath my feet. Everything is starting to feel meaningless. The desperate attempts, the sad goodbyes, the conflicts, the trust I felt until now, it's all disappearing until all I feel is despair. Ah! I screamed loudly as if I was confirming the sound of my own voice. There's no way I can accept this. I'm starting to accept that. There's no way. Something as crazy as this actually exists. You gotta raise the flags more in order to clear my character out. Now then, despair is waiting for you. Impossible. This is impossible. It's all made up. Everything is all made up. Made up. Including me too? Hey, how you doing? Did you enjoy the school killing trip? By the way, do you guys remember the speech I made at the beginning? At this point, I promise you a world that truly deserves to be called a game. Woohoo! You guys are the only ones who are watching this who can save them. The end of the world is nigh. What you gonna do? What's gonna happen? Isn't it exciting? Isn't it heart-throbbing? Look forward to it. Boo! This hallway. I'm first arrived here. I walked down this hallway from the classroom to get to the gym. I don't really see a resemblance, but this one, oh, yeah, oh no. Oh no. Oh no, it's all going now. It's all going now. Oh god, Alright, we're gonna continue this tomorrow. Whoa. We're gonna continue this tomorrow and see what's happening at this point. Thank you so much for coming by to this lovely day of Tongue Number 2. Goodbye, Despair. Yeah. Let's see what be happening next time. Peace, peeps.